Hi, and welcome to Breathwork Fundamentals. My name is Kevin Holt, and I want to thank you for choosing me as your guide on this breathwork journey you're about to go on. Please watch this video all the way through because it contains some important practice notes and course logistics. I'd like to begin though with a question. Why should anyone bother to study breath? What are the benefits of improving and controlling your breathing? There are many, but here are just a few. Increased energy, better mental clarity and focus, reduced stress and anxiety, regulated blood pressure, improved immune function, and actually increased lifespan. I'm not just making these up or pulling them out of air. You can actually find solid scientific research for all of these benefits, and I highly recommend you get the book Breath by James Nestor, in which he goes into great detail on some of these aspects. Now we breathe, it's said, about 23,000 times a day, most of the time completely unconsciously. So that's why the breath is such an amazing tool, because we can literally transform our lives with something that's with us all the time and that we can access at any moment. I've spent the last 6 or 7 years studying with yogic masters all over the world, some famous, some obscure, studied with Wim Hof himself, learning all that I could about breathing. And I put this course together because I identified the fundamentals from yoga that I think are needed to create any kind of breath work out there. So whether you're a complete beginner, whether you're an advanced yogic practitioner, or whether you're a coach or a therapist, you will learn something from this course. You're going to take away a complete structure and all of the foundational ingredients with dozens of different techniques that you can use for yourself or that you can use for your clients or patients. You'll be able to even create your own techniques. Now, I've kept this course really experiential, and I left out a lot of the esoteric concepts from yoga or New Age spirituality that tend to accompany such teachings, because maybe you don't care. Maybe you're just somebody that's interested in the benefits of the breathing, whether it's improved work performance, or better relationships, or just more calmness of mind and better sleep. You don't need all of those other concepts to confuse you. So it's very experiential. I kept it pretty practical, and I hope that resonates with you, and I hope you enjoy this course. Now, a little bit about the course structure. It's split into 5 parts. Part 1 are the techniques. These are the foundational techniques for everything to do with pranayama and breathwork. And it's meant that you do a little bit every day. They're about 15-20 minutes each, so it should be manageable to fit in your busy schedule. Part 2 expands on Part 1 in that it makes the techniques you've already learned more powerful through the application of bandhas and longer breath holds. Part 3 include a few physical warm-ups just for those days where you're not feeling like you want to do your own warm-up and you want to follow along with asana practice. Now, the way I teach breathing, it actually includes 3 elements. It starts with a physical warm-up, then you breathe for a while, and then you meditate. So Part 4 includes full practices: warm-up, breathwork, and meditation. And Part 5 is a bonus that I've added onto this course. It's my other course on meditation. It's a 28-day, well, it's meant as a 28-day meditation course of 28 different meditations of about 10 minutes each. These are audio only, so you can use them at any time, or you can just choose one and add it to the end of a breathing session. I want to end with just a few practice notes before you begin. Number 1, not every technique is suitable for everyone, especially if you're suffering from certain medical conditions. Where I'm aware of these conditions and their effects, in Part 1, when I introduce the technique, I've included a disclaimer. However, because you and I are not practicing in person, it's impossible for me to know what every medical condition that you have could be and how it might be impacted by the breathing. So as a general disclaimer and rule of thumb, just listen to your body. Follow your body's intuition. If you feel bad, then stop. If you feel good, then keep going. Sometimes you'll be uncomfortable. You might be pushing yourself with some of the techniques in the breath holds. And a little discomfort is okay. That's how we access the fear and try to surpass the fear. But pain is bad. Unconsciousness is bad. Extreme dizziness is bad. So trust your body. Second point, always breathe through the nose. There are a lot of reasons for this. If you got the book Breath by James Nestor, it's a perfect companion to this course. It goes into all the science. It will explain beautifully why you should breathe always through the nose. There are some times where I might suggest mouth breathing, but 99% of the time, you'll breathe through the nose. Number 3, kind of relates to the first point. Don't do this near water or in water, while driving, or while operating heavy machinery, or any situation where it might be dangerous if you momentarily lost consciousness or became dizzy. This course is pretty safe, but some people are very sensitive to these techniques and you may lose consciousness. It's very unlikely, but it can happen. And the fourth point is to try to practice in the morning. Now, if you only have one time per day, make it the morning, about 10 to 20 minutes at least. If you're able to do it twice a day, you can practice again at nighttime. Try to practice about 20-30 minutes before bed, before you actually get into bed. Because we all know it is. Once you're in bed, it's kind of over. And for some reason, it's hard to practice some of these techniques while you're lying down. So sit down, breathe, and then go to bed. A third time over a nap time or lunchtime would be perfect, but at minimum once per day. And that will get you into the habit of practicing this daily. That's all I got. I'm going to stop talking now and let you enjoy the course. If you got any other questions or comments, please feel free to write, get in touch. I would be happy to hear from you. And enjoy your journey, and remember, have fun.